when and how we should be hearing our body, and for women especially. I mean, I go through this fear of cancer every day, but I have learned to live with it. But precautions are always better than cure, and we would hear about the precaution from you, ma'am.
Yeah, sure. It's definitely all in the mind. As again, I'm reiterating what you're saying. It's all in the mind. One has to get over things by making yourself strong, right? And that actually helps in tiding over all kinds of problems, all kinds, right? Now, for all the other panelists, we definitely need to tell them about awareness about cancers in women. And cancers in women would, I'm specifically talking about the gynecological cancers, right? And the commonest cancers in women are breast cancer and cervical cancer, and worldwide. And the WHO has also taken a drive to make sure that cervical cancer screening is promoted in every woman by each doctor, and so that we can eradicate cervical cancer by the end of the century. That is by 2027 or 2030, we need to finish off cervical cancer. And till the time we create an awareness about it, we will not be able to eradicate it. All of us have to move together towards it. Cervical cancer is one of the commonest killers in women after breast cancer. Now, first thing about breast cancer, self breast examination is a very important thing. Self breast examination can be done by every woman while she's having her bath. She can feel with the palm of her hands, and if she feels the smallest of a lump, she should go and meet her doctor. Again, the the key word here is go and see your doctor. Please do not ignore symptoms. That is very, very important in our country because women are kept on the backside. They are not supposed to speak about their problems. And that is one thing I'm totally against. Like I tell everybody that you must speak up at home. The little girls must speak up about their menstrual problems. Women must speak about any gynae problems immediately. And they should be seeking medical help for the same before things get out of hand. So, self breast examination, and if there is anything suspicious, it needs further evaluation, further treatment. As far as cervical cancer is concerned, cervical cancer, a simple routine test called a pap smear is something very important for screening of cervical cancer. And it is recommended for all women, and up to the age of 35, it's to be done only once in 3 years, and thereafter on a yearly basis. And it's a simple OPD procedure which picks up the cervical changes at the earliest. Cervical cancer, if picked up early, can be treated completely. It is a treatable condition. But again, people ignore it, people don't come to us in time. Like I had a lady who came the other day, she was 60 and she had an episode of bleeding, and she came. On examination, she had findings suggestive of an advanced cervical cancer. Then I asked her, she was she was really disturbed telling me about her condition. You know, she said कि मेरे को 4 साल पहले भी bleeding हुआ पर मैंने किसी को बताया नहीं. This is one thing which I'm reiterating again and again, that come up with your problems. Make sure that you tell your problems so that these conditions are eliminated at the earliest. I felt really bad for her. She said, मैं किसी को बता नहीं सकी, बेटा बहू किसी को नहीं बता सकी. I told her, if you told us earlier, maybe things wouldn't have reached so far right now. Because now she'll face the problems of radiotherapy, of chemotherapy, the complications thereof. So, cancer screening is something very, very, very important. Similarly, endometrial cancer, that is uterine cancer. Uterine cancer also can be screened. If there's the slightest of bleeding after menopause, it should be addressed. Right. Similarly, if there are perimenopausal factors, that is before you attain menopause, if these problems come up, that means excessive bleeding, irregular cycles, passing of clots, again, it needs an evaluation. Please, please, please do not ignore these things. They all need to be evaluated and treated. And everything has a treatment. Everything can be managed. Have faith in your doctor. Your doctor will treat you nicely. And all these problems will be sorted out. Plus, there are other problems of menopause. Your calciums need to be checked. Osteoporosis needs to be prevented because this gives rise to fractures, and fractures can give rise to disabilities, bone weakness, vertebral fractures. Your quality of life has to improve. The quality of life can be improved by you yourself if you are aware of your own problems. That means if you are aware that, yes, this is a problem and I need to see a doctor, I need to do that so that it doesn't get aggravated and I'm able to live a healthy life, a healthy, normal life without much of disabilities. And if there are disabilities, there are ways of coping up. The first, of course, is mental strength. And second, along with your doctor, all the medical help will be given to you, right? So it's not the end of the world, as we have an icon sitting with us who's told us it's not the end of the world. So everything can be managed, right? Everything. Positivity is something very important. I always tell all my patients, be positive. Don't start on onto a from a negative side of this of the graph. Even if you're at zero, go on to the positive side, not from the negative. The other day I had a patient, she said, Doctor, मुझे ये तो नहीं हो जाएगा, मुझे वो तो नहीं हो जाएगा, मेरे ovary save हो जाएंगे मेरे ये. I said, you're talking all negative. Start with positivities. Positivity gets into your system and it helps. It actually helps. I believe a lot in holistic healing. And this holistic healing is not just medicines and surgery, but a complete healing is very, very, very important for well-being of every human being, not just women. Women, definitely, because they have to do different roles. They have to look after the house, the kitchen, go to office, manage the business, manage other things, right from the labor class till the top class. Each woman has to do two types of work. One is the home, the children, the husband, the parents, the in-laws, and office staff, managing things. So I would say women are stronger than men and have to work harder than them, right? And it's all
Very
here.
well said, ma'am.
It's right here. It's all here up there. And if you are able to do it, nothing can prevent you from being healthy. Nothing can prevent you from being what you want to be. Nothing on this earth, right?
Yes, ma'am.